Now, I would love to hear your webtoon dream.
I have a feeling yours, the way you built it up, is much more entertaining and exciting than mine. Because I'm going to be honest, this is going to take me like 7 seconds probably.
Okay.
It's not that intense, but being the gigantic Age Matters fan that I am, I did one time have a dream that I was in the same room as Daniel and Rose.
Okay. Did anything else happen? No,
there was stuff happening.
Oh. I see. Okay. With Daniel and Rose?
I was not involved.
Okay.
I was just a spectator.
You were just in the bedroom watching?
No, it was like I was a ghost or something. Like I just was witnessing a scene, but I wasn't a part of it.
Okay.
But that was my webtoon dream. I told you it wasn't that exciting, but I have a webtoon dream.
I mean,
was it hot and
based on what you're leaving out, it sounds exciting.
Was it getting hot and steamy in there, or was it
Yeah,
just?
I think it's because I was looking at like NG's Patreon content or something, and then I fell asleep. Then I saw stuff.
Okay.
I've had lots of dreams about webtoons, like reading them and things happening in them in my dreams. So then I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, that was a dream.
That's interesting.
I do have those a lot. I had them a lot with Age Matters. Like I would.
Did you ever like forget what was real and what was dream?
Yeah, but I would dream like they broke up or something, or I would dream that like Daniel dies.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, my dreams are weird. Or I did have a dream about I Love You, where it was revealed that Yui that Rand isn't Kosuke's dad. And that's actually a theory, but like I dreamt that is what happened in the story. And then like Kosuke was ostracized and the whole fandom was like, he got what he deserved. And I was like sat in a corner because I was like, Kosuke. There you go. That's what I got.
Makes sense that it was about Kosuke though, because we know you're a Kosuke fan.
I was just so sad for him. I was like, it's okay, buddy. I still love you.
I'll be there for you, right?
I mean, I'm a little mad at you, but I do still love you.
Yes, we still support. We think he's gonna have a Zuko moment, so
we're waiting. But yeah, that's all I got. Me and my like ghost dream.
I have to say, like Mayan, like you, Tyler, the webtoon, I'll be reading Purple Hyacinth, and then I'll have like assassins in my dream, and it'll be like all Victorian and stuff, but the characters aren't there. Like Kieran and Lauren aren't there, but things that they do, I'll dream about. But I did a couple weeks ago, remember I called you and I was like, no, finally was in my dream. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I don't remember like great detail. I remember I was somewhere and this ginger like turned around and he was like, hi, I'm Noel. And I was like, oh my God, you're here. What is happening? And I don't remember anything else. I think that was about it. We just like met and shook hands and I was like, I'm in love with you.
You told him that?
I thought it. I didn't say it out loud.
Oh no!
Because I think I was married in my dream, like I am in real life. But I knew he was my soulmate, and like I was suffering with that same trouble in my dreams. So.
I have that happen all the time in my dreams, where I'll meet like a celebrity, like that I think is so hot, and then I'm like, I'm married, and then I'll be like, but I think I'm dreaming. But I'm like, so does it matter?
Right.
And then I'll wake up and I'll be like, hey, guess what I did? Chris is just like, are you what? I'm like, yeah.
I have it same. I just read that the Prince of Sweden, because we were visiting Sweden and we read about the royal family, that the Prince of Sweden was locked up in his like palace and he wasn't really allowed out. And I was in the palace and he fell in love with me and I felt bad for him because he was very isolated. And then I got out and I met up with my husband. I was like, wait, I have a husband. What's the Prince of Sweden going to do? I feel so bad for him. Like, I can't be with him. I was like, who should I choose? My husband or the Prince of Sweden? And then the Prince of Sweden like escaped his palace and he saw me at the airport and he was like, all we got a chance to do was like glance at each other. And then the royal guards came and grabbed him away again. And
oh my God,
bad for him. So yeah.
That is amazing, that sentence. Who should I choose? My husband or the Prince of Sweden?
I will say, so the Prince of Sweden was in my dream, was a very nice guy, but he he looked like Rupert Grint, who I had a giant crush on when I was a kid, who is not very attractive now as an adult. So he looked like that. And I was like, well, you know, Yoel is my husband, is not only super smart and like we're actually compatible, he's also more attractive than the Prince of Sweden. So I think I should go stick with my husband. But
Oh my God, I freaking loved Rupert Grint.
Right? Yes.
He was everything.
Oh, and by the way, in real life, the Prince of Sweden is actually really attractive. So you can look him up. His name is Carl Philip, which is a super Swedish name. His whole family is like very pretty.
Well, so, hello, Prince of Sweden.
He's married with kids. They're all married with kids. So yeah. But
no, just kidding.
But if you want to hear my Webtoon dream, I only had one Webtoon dream, which surprises me. So my Webtoon dream was with Kieran, of course, because I love him. And in the dream, he was a bad guy. Like he was like he is in real life. He was like very feared, and he was known for being very violent. And I don't know exactly, it wasn't necessarily an assassin, but it was some kind of bad guy. And then we like, it was like a group of me and my coworkers. It was supposed to be like Will and Kim, but it wasn't exactly Will and Kim. We met him and we had to interact with him or something. And they were like terrified of him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to try to like appeal to his emotions. And no, he was a book publisher. Okay, this is a little mixed up. He was a book publisher, and I started talking to him about books. And I saw he got really, really animated when he got talked about books, and he was like super excited, and he became like a normal person. And I was like, wait, if he has this side to him, then maybe I can reach him. And like, they're all terrified of him, and maybe I can appeal to that human side of him. And I was like, hey, Kieran, you know, I see that you have this human side to you, and you have emotions, you have feelings, and you know, love reading. And I said, why do you have to be this like, wait, why do you have to be this like murderer or whatever? And he started like crying, and he felt so seen. And I went over and I was like, I was intimidated because of his reputation, but I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the right thing. And I went over and I hugged him, and he like, and then this is, I promise it's not risque. There was a bed there, and then we just like fell onto the bed, and we were like cuddling. And I remember thinking like, oh, I did the right thing. Like I knew it. I knew I could reach out to like the human side of him, and that I could like reach his soul. And I just remember he was very warm and fuzzy. So that was my dream.
You got to hug Kieran White. Oh my God.
But he didn't look like Kieran in the dream. I will say he looked like a completely different person, but I knew he was Kieran.
You knew, so, yeah. That's. Oh,
I understand that. That's actually really nice.
You are not a monster, Kieran.
Yeah, no kidding. I would have been like, baby.
You're like his
exactly,
therapist.
Right. And by the way, this is like legit my I don't want to call it a fetish, but it's the type of an attracted to. Always, like ever since I was a kid, I was like, I love the poor little orphan who was like abused and like had no family. That was my favorite type in books. That was my favorite type in movies. And I married someone like that, and like that's just my type. So yeah, sadly, I always wanted to be like the rescuer, the like, oh, I love you, I will be there for you. Yeah.
Oh, you have such a good heart.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. You could look at it selfishly too. You could be like, oh, I just want to be needed, but that's okay, whatever.
No, good heart. That's how I look at it.
Yes. Nice. No, I get that. It's so funny too, because when you dream of the characters, like when I saw Noel, obviously he wasn't like cartoony. He was like real, like looking, you know, and he didn't look exactly the same. He was a ginger, but I just knew it was him. I couldn't even tell you exactly how his face looked, but I knew it was him.
That must be why my dreams were just like, I'm watching it, because they were cartoons.
Oh,
they were webtoonized, because it was like reading the webtoon or looking at something, but it was animated basically.
Right. Okay.
My brain.
That's so funny. I always know, you know, if I'm reading like Everything is Fine, or if I have like assassins or some weird stuff going on, I'm like, that's the webtoon, I guess.
Exactly.
That's funny. I wish I had more webtoons dream. Yeah, sadly that was surprisingly, because I literally read webtoons before I go to sleep almost every night. I'm surprised I haven't had more webtoon dreams, but you know.
It's crazy.
Aside from dreaming that I'm like literally reading a webtoon, I've never actually had like a person encounter with somebody that was from a webtoon. So
Oh well.
Just no, I was so excited. I was like, wow, I hit the jackpot. I shook his hand and just it was powerful.
That's amazing.
Connection. But it wasn't as good as hugging Kieran. I mean,
yeah, no kidding.
It was
in a
great.
bed.
In a bed. And I will say, like, I don't hear in my dreams and I don't smell in my dreams. And I think because I'm not so attuned to those senses, but I feel in my dreams. Like I felt that warmth. I felt that soft skin. So like, that was good.
That's amazing. Wow. See, I never even know I'm dreaming. Like I am that person. There's only been 3 or 4 dreams that I know I'm dreaming. And when I realize it, I'm like, whoa, what is happening? Tyler, I know she always knows she's dreaming, right?
Yeah, usually I can pick up on it. I am like I'm very in tune with my dreams though too. So that's why I think it's almost more realistic. That's why if I'm dreaming, I'm not like meeting someone, I'll actually dream that I'm reading or seeing a webtoon take place in front of me versus, and then I usually know I'm dreaming.
Yeah. Can you control your dreams too?
Sometimes. It really depends. I don't know there has to be a switch, but like in your brain, I have no idea. But sometimes I can. Like if I go into a tub of water, I can tell myself that I'm dreaming and I can breathe. And then I'll just like swim around in a pool breathing. But sometimes I can't.
Maybe when you do that, you should imagine 𝗕cie is scuba diving with you. And then you guys could eat cheesecake under the water.
Come on. That's all I want, brain.
Cheesecake under the water. Seaweed flavored cheesecake. That's fascinating. I've never I always know I'm dreaming and I can change my dream. Like I know for me, like I always have to go to the bathroom in my dream because in real life, I always have to go to the bathroom. Like before I go to sleep, I always drink because I want to wake up early. So like, I'm like, oh, let me drink before I go to sleep. But anyway, and then I always try to go to the bathroom in the dream and I'm always looking for a bathroom and I can never get to a bathroom in the dream because in real life, because that would mean I would pee my bed. So I don't, my dream self stops me and that's why I never get to a bathroom in the dream.
Girl, my brain does a similar thing. All bathrooms in my dreams are terrifyingly they're horrifying. They're horrifying places to be. Like if you walk into a bathroom, the toilet is like rusty and covered in stuff and it's just there's all sorts of things on the ground and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go there every time because my brain is probably like, don't pee.
Right. Exactly. Well, yeah, think back to those childhood memories and those dirty toilets
so crazy. Literally.
Like, hey.
That is hilarious. I'm glad to know that there's someone else shares that experience.
Yes, every single one. Always.
Like, I go to one and it's broken. I go to the other one and there's no door, so I can't pee. It's like every time there's something I cannot use the bathroom.
Yes. That is so funny. I think I just get like my belly hurts and then I wake up and then it's like my bladder screaming.
Sorry, my kids just came home, I guess.
Oh,
I was supposed to pick them up. I think my parents drove them here because I didn't pick up the phone. So I'm gonna scram.
Okay.
And be a parent. Thank you so much. It was so much fun doing this podcast with you. And there they are
having us. Hey kiddos.
Girl and boy. Well, they do like making a cameo. So oh, by the way, my daughter just bought the choker and I thought of you when she bought it.
Oh,
so yeah,
very stylish.
Look, you're famous.
Bringing back the 90s.
Yeah. Okay, guys, say goodbye. Bye. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
I will be in touch later.
Sounds good.
Bye.